if you're skinny fat, you're kind of cooked because you might as well give up and like watch Netflix all the day and eat junk food all the day. And to be honest, that's what you have been doing all this year, isn't it? No, but jokes apart, what actually defines a skinny fat guy? You know, like what actually looks like a skinny fat guy, which is you're in that awkward stage where you have a little bit of fat in your belly, like in your waist area, a little bit of fat maybe in your tricep, and maybe even a little bit of fat in your chest areas. So you're not exactly fat because you don't wear oversized t-shirts too much. And I think you don't fill out those oversized t-shirts. And you're not exactly skinny because when you open your t-shirts, you don't exactly have those muscle definitions that a skinny guy has. You don't exactly show your rib cage enough to be considered as a skinny guy. Like your arms are thin, but at the same time, they don't contain enough muscle for definition, but they contain, squishy fat. Like your body is a little bit like squishy, if you know what I mean. So you're in that awkward stage of not too much skinny, not too much fatty either. So how to solve this? Like if you are an extreme skinny guy, like very easy solution, just bulk, like clean bulk. Okay. And you will get muscle, keeping in mind that you have been training hard in the gym, like very hard. And if you're someone who is fat, just follow a fat loss diet and go hard in the gym alongside with a good amount of cardio. That's, really all the advice that you would need if you're skinny or someone who is fat. But for someone who is skinny fat, so the most commonly given advice is that you should bulk and cut. The thing is, the problem with that advice is that it's like taking two steps forward and then one step backward. The problem with that mindset, that cutting and bulking or bulking and cutting, is that why you want to cut? Because you don't have any muscle. You might as well lose those muscle that you already have, those little muscle that you already have. And why you want to bulk? You already a little bit fat, like you already store fats in your belly, or in your waist areas. So my advice for you to be is that, and you waste a lot of time, to be honest. You bulk, you gain, but I mean, no amount of, like, there is no single bulk strategy that will make you gain only pure lean tissue. Even if you are like having a clean diet, you will gain at least a little bit of fat, like mostly muscle, but always a little bit of fat. It only works for those guys who are extremely skinny, like whose metabolism are extremely fast. So I would, suggest bulking to those guys only. So don't bulk, and also don't cut, because you're not fat enough to be cutting. You need to do what is known as body recomposition. Body recomposition is that exact stage where you're building muscle and losing fat at the same time, right? Like, let me repeat it. But like, you don't need to bulk or cut if you're someone who is skinny fat. You need to do body recomposition. It's exactly the time when you are losing fat and building muscle at the same time, right? Now, how do you do that? Like, keep in mind, like, my channel is completely dedicated to basically making fitness simple again. So, just a simple advice: eat in a maintenance calorie, right? Like, maybe a little bit higher than a maintenance calories. And I did that, right? And I'm gonna tell you what the consequences that I faced, right? And basically, what a maintenance calorie is, a maintenance calorie is the amount of calories that you need to look what you're looking right now. Like, exactly, like maintenance calories to maintain what you already have. And there are a lot of like online like calorie calculators that you can use, like to figure out what's your maintenance calorie is. Just enter your age, height, and weight, and like daily activity level, and all of that stuff, and the diet you have been following. And yeah, you can find your maintenance calories. So just eat your maintenance calories. But here's the nuance: increase a little bit of protein and try to decrease a little bit of fats and carbs intake. Like, you get my point, right? So your calories should be the same. So increase the amount of protein and decrease the amount of carbs and fats in your daily diet. That way you keep the calories almost the same by increasing the protein and decreasing the carbs and fat. And you gain more muscle because you're eating more protein. So that would be my advice. Really simple, like nothing complicated. I'm sorry, like nobody has told you that. Everybody might have told, like, try to sold you like some keto diet and all that stuff. But yeah, this is really what it takes. And you have to be like patient for at least 1 year. Like, the thing is, I try to be as realistic as possible, and this is me being realistic. That is, like, commit to this diet, like commit to this lifestyle, commit to this training protocol for at least 1 year. And just a disclaimer, that is, for 1 year, there might be a long period of time, for like months and weeks, where you will not see any significant difference or change in your weight. And the reason for that is you're doing body recomposition, which means muscles are being built and you're losing fat, right? So you're building muscle and you're losing fat, right? So you're building muscle, you might be gaining weight from that, and you're losing fat, you might be losing weight for that. So gaining weight, losing weight keeps your weight kind of the same for weeks and months. So don't be discouraged and think that, okay, like you're not, like, progressing enough. Just look in the mirror. As long as you feel good and as long as you can see definitions in your body, in your abs, in your chest, biceps and triceps, or in your shoulders, you're good to go. You will feel a significant, or like you will see a significant difference in your weight by the end of the year, or like even months or weeks, whatever that stage is for you. So that would be my advice. Like commit to this protocol, commit to this lifestyle for at least 1 year. If you're someone who's skinny fat, you need to give your body time to, for like, for it to recomposite, to gain muscle and lose fat at the same time, right? And don't eat junk food. Like, you are in that stage where you cannot afford junk food, because junk, like most of your fats, like unhealthy saturated fats, comes from junk food. If you're not eating junk food, you're good to go. Like, this is what happens when you eat clean, right? For weeks and months, you only like gain almost the amount of weight that you gain is from muscle. And since you are not eating junk food, right, you're like losing fat. So this is my advice when it comes to diet and all that stuff. By the way, just a side note, I will be releasing my training program, which is, just give you a spoiler, which is kind of a power building program where I specifically focus on building strength and also aesthetics. So this program will not only help you to gain strength, like get stronger on compound movements, but also help you to achieve that aesthetics that you're looking forward to. Like, comment down below if you want to have my program, and I'll see if I get enough, replies and comments from it. I'll definitely launch my program. So now let's get back to the video. Now let's come down to training. Again, a really simple advice. You might not have been training hard enough in the gym. Like, focus on the basics, range of motion, like follow a training protocol. Like, you might have been just, showing up in the gym, like going through the training protocol just like that, because like you think that you have not been seeing a significant amount of results for over like 6 months. But what did I say just a few minutes ago? That is, you have to commit to this lifestyle for at least 1 year, right? Maybe you have been dieting really good, but you are discouraged because you don't look good enough in the mirror, or like your weight doesn't reflect your hard work. So my advice would be, just commit to like this lifestyle for 1 year and you will see results. Like, there are literally like only two ways that you can lose weight, right? I'm not talking about muscle, I'm not talking about fat, but the thing is, yeah, I mean, the most amount of weight that you will lose is from fat, by the way, but I'm talking about losing weight in general. So this is the only two ways that you can lose weight. And the two ways are by increasing your activity level or by decreasing your calories. Here's the advice for skinny fat guys. Don't try to basically cut down too much calories, right? You need calories to grow. If you cut down too much calories, you will go into that cutting phase, which I'm trying to avoid for you to go into that phase. Don't do it. What you can do is try to increase your activity level so that when you're not training, you're doing enough cardio so that you can lose fat, right? Like, always choose the second option. If you have two options, like, like decreasing calories or increasing your activity level. Okay, so like, let me explain. Calories in, calories out. That's it. The way you do it, the way you make yourself in a caloric deficit is by like actually like intentionally cutting the calories. You need 2000 calories. Maybe you're eating like, purposely, or like intentionally eating, 1600 calories, right? Or what you can do is, maybe you're eating 2000 calories and you need 2000 calories, but you're expending 600 calories. Like, you get my point. The previous example, you are like intentionally eating less calories, like 1600, 1400, whatever that is, if your maintenance calories is 2000. But in the second option is you're eating 2000 calories, I mean completely eating 2000 calories, but you're again expanding through exercise, through cardio, 600 or 400 calories. This is a much better option for you to opt, because not only you'll gain more muscle, your cardiovascular will gain, will get better. Like your cardiovascular will get better. If your cardio is better, you will be able to push harder in the gym and you will be able to gain more muscle. So this would be my advice, like a simple advice. Stop junk food, like stop eating junk food, increase the amount of protein in your daily diet, and decrease the amount of carbs and fat in your diet. Go hard in the gym, train hard in the gym, increase the activity level in your day-to-day life, and don't try to bulk or cut. Try to eat in your maintenance calories, nothing above, nothing below, and increase the activity level so that you are expending enough calories, you're expending enough fat for you to, burn fat and also gain muscle. By the way, if you're someone who is looking forward to basically, like let me hold your hand throughout this entire fitness journey and to achieve your dream physique, and not only achieve it, but also help you maintain it. Like, doesn't matter if you're skinny, doesn't matter if you're skinny fat, or doesn't matter if you're fat. I'm going to help you in every stage of your life to basically achieve the dream physique that you want, right? Links down in the description. Reach out to me on my Instagram for one-on-one coaching. And yeah, that's about it. Peace.